Okay, just getting set up here. I'm in Nature's Sweet Moments, another one of Jane's books. And this one is actually available on Amazon currently. So, all right, I want to show you how to do a wood grain. All right, let's blow that up. Get set up. Now, I've done one side already. And here's the other side. Now I am using the Artesia pencils. And again, sadly, the numbers and everything rub off. So I have already put the numbers on prior. Yeah, you can see here's more rubbing off. It was cocoa and dark chocolate and black. So anyway, whatever pencils you choose, you need a couple browns and then a black is nice. And what I do when I'm doing wood grain, very simple, y'all, very simple. And I've still got to go under all these, but I'm going to do a big area. Quite literally, get color on. Don't go for smoothness because we are going for wood grain. So just get the color on, quite literally. It can be as jaggedy, is that a word? I guess it is now, as you would like for it to be. Okay, then change colors, come in with the next one. And again, just get the color on there. Wood grain is not as hard as some people think it is. The main thing you have to remember is we're not going for smooth. We are going for wood. Wood is streaky, it's striped, it's messy. And I will come through and clean all that up, but I want to show you the gist of it. Just how to get, and see, I do different, sometimes I'm down here on the pencil, sometimes I'm back here. Do different pressure with your pencil. Sometimes you're going to color hard, sometimes you're going to be softer. Again, the main thing is get it covered. Doesn't matter, we're not going for pretty. And that's how this side was done. Okay, I'm going to go back to my first pencil. Add some more. We're just basically covering all the white. And even after I go to start using my black, I can still go back and use the color again. See what I'm saying? Just get that color on there. Okay, does that look pretty messy? Yes, it does. Now, I am going to change over to black, just so I can show you. You do get your black on there too, and it's on here. It's just there's so many layers of the brown that the black will not keep showing up this dark by the time I'm done with it. Try to keep all your lines going one way. So if you want your grain line to go horizontal, then keep going horizontal. I would not suggest that you go one way and then go another and then go another. Okay? So back to one of the browns. Still just covering it up. And you will continue to do this back and forth until you get all the white covered up. Okay, so let's pretend that this is like this side. Then you can come back either with your black pencil and do some lines, or you can come in with a Sharpie. I think I'm going to come in with the Sharpie. I'm going to do the Sharpie this time. So this is a Sharpie Ultra Fine Black. But any pen that you have that's going to be an ultra fine tip, that's what we're after. Then any old ruler. This is a very old Xerox education ruler that is from my days in art school. Art meaning crafts, because where I went did not really have a lot of art at the time. Now, what you're going to decide is where you want your lines. So I'm going to come in, put one line here. And if your marker or your pen or whatever you're doing skips a little bit every now and then, don't worry about it. It's going to make it look even more natural. You can sit and measure out all the way across, or you can wing it like I am. I prefer to wing it. I'm not overly particular on how straight all this is, but because I am going to do that background also, I'm going to go ahead and put my lines in there. Now, if you are one of those people that you just cannot draw a straight line, even with a ruler, then by all means, get out and measure going across. I think I'm going to start on this side, coming back across. And I'm probably off camera for you. Okay, close. Okay, so see, like part of that line disappeared. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not worried about how close the lines are to each other. Just don't sweat the small stuff. And when you're doing something like this, it's all small stuff. Seriously, if my lines were all cattywampus and crooked, I'm not going to worry about it. Now, something else that you can do to wood, if you want it to look even more realistic, you can come in and do lines like this, and then little knot holes. And these you do not want a ruler for, because you want them to look more organic. And that is totally up to you. But do you see how that's looking more like wood than just brown plank? Now, if you were going to do this in, say it was painted a color, then yeah, there's no reason for any of this. And see, I'm doing another knot hole. Knot holes just have those curves in them. And they are so easy, because if your hand shakes, that's fine. It's really quite awesome, because you don't have to worry about getting uneven lines, which is what you're wanting anyway. So if you think, oh, I can't do that, I have a shaky hand, good, go for it. Yours might look more natural than anybody else's. Okay. So there's actually a challenge over on Coloring Books Keep It Clean to add anything to your page on Facebook. It's a coloring group. And so this will be my page where I added something, adding the wood grain. All right, I'm going to come up closer. See all that wood grain? And that's how long it took. Just no time at all. So yeah, short video, but very, very instructional on your wood grain. And again, I would come back over here and just keep filling this in until I got all the white done. Now this I did with one of the browns and then black around the outside. Here I used the lightest brown, and those lines were already on the door. Now, something I will do, I want to say this one is the darkest. I will come under this door and make a shadow. Okay, maybe a shadow up the side. Just a little bit darker. Just to add a little bit more depth to the picture. And yes, I've got some cleanup to do with the eraser. But you can see how just making it streaky, it's going to be your friend when you're doing something like this. And it is best to do both sides at the same time so that you get even coverage. By that I mean that you're hitting that paper at the same degree of pressure so that both sides do look cohesive. I didn't because I got started in it and then thought, ooh, video. Because I don't video everything. Here we go. Then back to the other pencil. Put more streaks. And that's pretty well got it covered. Now, if I still have just a bit, I can come in and go all over just to finish getting the white. When you do this, you're not wanting to blend. So go ahead and make sure you're staying in your vertical lines so that you don't end up blending all those colors together. Then you're going to come in and once again do your knot holes. And this, there we go. You will find that with your markers, some of them do not like to play nice with colored pencil. So they may work for a little bit and then quit working. You might have to like prime them over on another piece of paper somewhere or something. Another thing, there's a knot hole here. So don't make one right here. Make one like over here. Knot holes would not be lined up like little soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They would be uneven and sporadic. Doesn't mean you can't make some of your lines a little curved. You know, change it up however you want. And then maybe I do part of a knot hole. See, because I've got one here and here, but then I came all the way up and all the way up. So here I'm just going to do the illusion of one by making the lines kind of curved. Easy enough? You'd think you could add grain to a picture? I bet you could. And see, I'll connect some of the lines at the bottom and some only at the top. So this is going from the top down. Maybe this one comes up and I skip a little bit and then do some more. They don't have to be just straight lines. And you can see some of mine are really shaky. And that really lends itself to looking like a more realistic wood grain. Okay, and this is part of that. And all across the bottom yet, but let me just finish this. And I would rather color it than put my grain in, because what that does is keeps that grain on top instead of being covered by pencil. Now this is real grainy and this is not, so I am going to add some grain to the door just to make it look more like it's the same kind of wood. Okay, and that's it. That's how easy this is, y'all. Okay, all right, that's it. Come back in a few days. I'm going to be doing a rooster. And then also I am going to be doing a joy jar that's not colored pencil, but it's something for a friend. So come back and find out what that is. Thumbs up are always great. Watching the whole video is always awesome. Leaving comments are wonderful. And followers, spread the word. Thanks. Bye.